tens of thousands of migrants have crossed into Spain's northern African enclave of Ceuta from Morocco.
The main question, myself as a Bulgarian-born citizen of Europe, and probably you are wondering, is why don't we see Christians mass immigrate into Muslim countries? Or also, why don't we see Muslims mass immigrate into other Muslim countries? Really listen to this commentary. It will tell you why Muslims are looking to mass immigrate into other countries. This has been historically proven.
Let's discuss a very important Arabic word that you've probably never heard of. That word is ribat. Not ribbit as in a frog, but ribat. Allow me to explain. Soon after the historic jihad broke out of Arabia in the 7th century, ribats formed wherever and whenever the Muslim invaders were forcibly stopped by non-Muslims. There on that frontier zone, Muslim warriors created permanent bases to continue waging jihad on the infidel. These strongholds were historically known as ribats, from an Arabic word, ribat, etymologically rooted to the idea of a tight fastening or a joining. Or in the words of the Quran, O you who have believed, Muslims, persevere and endure and remain fastened, rabitu, verb form of ribat, and fear Allah that you may be successful. That's Quran 3:200. In other words, for Muslims to be successful, they must form tightly fastened strongholds along the borders of still-to-be-conquered non-Muslim regions. From there, they persevere and endure, to use the Quran's words, in their jihad to conquer and seize the lands of the infidels. That's exactly how the jurists defined it. The word Rabat is actually all around us, though few recognize it. Rabat, the capital of Morocco, is so named because it was originally a rabat, from where devastating Muslim and Barbary pirate raids on Spain and the Christian Mediterranean were for centuries launched. Similarly, have you ever heard of the Almoravids, the name of an important 11th century North African jihadist group, which I actually spent a lot of time discussing in both.
This quoted better life Muslims are seeking in the Western civilization. Or even, is it really a better life they are seeking, or is it something else? And if Muslim countries are so much better and Islam is such a peaceful religion and such a perfect religion, why they are seeking to immigrate at all? Why don't they just stay where their homeland is? I think the simple answer to that is expansion.
We know that there is no compulsion in religion. What do you mean by Islam was spread by the sword? Islam was spread by the armies and the expeditions that expanded all over the world. The Prophet sent his expeditions telling them, call them to Islam. If they respond, alhamdulillah, they're your brethren. If they refuse, tell them to pay the taxation, the jizya, so that they remain in their country, in their homes, living like normal, but under the ruling of Islam. No oppression. If they refuse, then fight them.
While some Muslims who advocate that Islam is a peaceful religion would deny that the only reason Islam is spreading is by force. Yes, other Muslims are like this one, are not even ashamed to. For me, it is really a matter of expansion. Muslim countries are seeing that Western countries are very libertarian, and they see that as a weakness that should be exploited. We often hear from Muslims that Allah is the most merciful and perfect, and that He really cares about believers. Yet, the fact of the matter is that Muslims are looking to mass immigrate into Western countries, which are countries that are majority Christian and have completely different values. In conclusion, if we don't see that Muslim countries are mass accepting people from other faiths, if we see that Muslim countries have a history of expanding, and if we see that Muslims are mass immigrating into Western countries and they're seeking refuge, demanding rights. And if we even see that Muslims are allowed to deny their faith, then this means that Islam is one very robust system that can be used by people who take it to the extreme to spread their ideology.